Hi everyone, this is the re-release of my October project. I lost some files last week, so there is been a short pause. And now I wanted to show this miniature again. I will explain my color choices and first experience with non-metallic metal. First I removed the orc from the print blade, cleaned it up, removed the supports and gave it a quick spray with compressed air and EPA. Then I cured the parts and primed them, getting everything ready for painting. Next, I started the base coat. I used dark green for the skin, bone white for the armor and a royal purple for the glow. These colors help separate the materials right from the start. I also blocked in the basic tones on the axe and the hand cannon and cannonballs, knowing I wanted to explore some non-metallic metal later. Getting a clean base is really important before adding details. Then the models already looks alive. After that, I added shadows and structure. I apply darker tones into the recesses to make the form stand out and to separate skin, armor and fabric. At this stage, I started experimenting with non-metallic metal, especially on the weapon. I wanted to see how light interacts with surface on a bigger model. You have to work slowly because the transition need to be very smooth. I built everything up step by step to keep the model cohesive. Then I worked on highlights. I refined the skin, bone armor and the glow. And I pushed the non-metallic metal on the axe, hand cannon and cannonballs further. This was my first real attempt at non-metallic metal, so I focused on creating strong contrast, there, light, hits and keeping edges crisp. The goal was to get a feel for how metallic surface can look without using actual metallic paint. Subtlety was important, so it blends with the rest of the model. Next I added a subtle moonlight effect coming from the top left. I made sure it hits all the surfaces, including the non-metallic metal areas, but keeping it soft and natural. Then I added blood effects on the egg, which view the orc story. I didn't want it too heavy, just enough to hint. Finally, I apply a varnish to protect the paint and tie all materials together. This step really helps the color harmonize and gives the miniature a finished look. At the end, I put the model on the turntable so you can see it from every angle. This was my October project, now revisited as a long video. I hope you can see why I choose the colors, how the effects work, and my first experience with non-metallic metal on a big model. Thanks for watching, and next Sunday I will release the next long video with more miniature, so stay tuned.